Let's take a little step back to 2005, back when Hasbro really cared about making really cool toys. For Star Wars specifically, they pretty much nail it with every other line besides Star Wars nowadays, and I have no idea why. But anyways, back in 2005, they released the 12-inch scale Ultimate Villain Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader figure. And it's pretty cool. I've really been wanting this for a while, and I finally found it at the toy department, aka the happiest place on earth, and you can't change my mind otherwise. It's the best place of all time. But yeah, I finally have the Ultimate Villain, and it's pretty cool, but it's not perfect. It's not the most ideal 12-inch figure, but it's pretty cool, and we will talk about it here today. And yes, I will transform it into Darth Vader, don't worry. So this is what you get out of the box. You get Anakin Skywalker, with his Jedi attire. You don't have the Jedi robes, but you can see he's got his boots, he's got his pants, he's got his kind of cloak, shirt, he has his over tunic, he has his fabric belt, his kind of soft plastic belt, and he has his robo hand right there, which you actually can swap out for the gloved hand, and I'll show you that. And then you have his Hayden Christensen likeness, which let's take a look at that. And it's not bad. It's definitely not great. It's not like Count Dooku levels of great, but, I mean, you can tell it's Anakin. You can tell it's Hayden Christensen. He has a scar there, and oddly enough, his little scar right there. I never noticed Anakin had a scar there, but I guess he does. The hair looks good. Looks like a good face. Now, the costume is not the greatest. Number one, this figure attracts fibers like a freaking magnet. I've tried to get as much off as possible. But any little fiber, any little hair, especially if you have pets, it's going to get on him. And I've tried to take them mostly off. But this right here, this should be kind of like a leather pleather material, and it's not. It's just kind of fabric, which is disappointing. And also, you keep seeing his chest. You're not supposed to see his chest like that, so you just kind of try to get it up, but it just wants to naturally progress, and you can just see his manly chest, which you're not really supposed to. So in Anakin Skywalker mode, he comes with a couple accessories. So first up, he has his robo hand, which you can see right here. Then he has his comedically undersized gloved hand. Why? I don't get the difference. So you just pull that off, then you just put that on. And of course you can always tuck the fabric kind of underneath to make it a little more accurate, because he didn't have the cloak over his glove. He had the glove over the cloak. So right there you can make it more accurate. That's usually how I display it. But the robo hand also looks really nice. It has a lot of detail. Really like his cyborg hand. So you have that option. And then you have his lightsaber, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's clearly the Skywalker saber. And you can detach the blade if you want. Which, when you do that, you are treated with a very... Oh my gosh. Oh, it's hard. Oh, there we go. A very long peg, so it's not going to break. And then you have a little loop right there. And you can... Wait. I forgot to put the peg on the saber. You can't put it on. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You can't put it on. So that's awful and stupid and a waste of my time. But of course you can hold it. You can hold it with any of his hands. But of course the Vader saber has the peg. So if you want to use the Vader saber, you could do that. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, they look similar enough. But I mean, I can tell it's Vader's saber. I don't want to do that. So that's pretty much it with like the look of this Anakin. It poses pretty decently. Oh, his hand just fell off. It usually doesn't fall off, but when you have the cloak underneath it like that, it has a lot more pressure and it doesn't want to tab in all the way. So I mean, you can pose him pretty decently, but he does have one issue. Hear that? He has the old body style of legs, the rubbery legs. God damn it, why? I mean, I know you're supposed to change his costume, but it would have been so much easier if he didn't have those. Because it's rubbery, and it has so much more friction to the fabric, and it makes it so much more difficult, and he loses articulation. It's horrible. I hate it. It's so bad. But that's pretty much it with the look of Anakin. Let's talk about the figure's articulation. So the head's on a ball joint, so you can get the head looking nice. Ball hinges at the shoulders, ball hinges at the elbows. You have the hinges and swivels at the wrists there. You have a ball joint at the waist. Ball hinges at the hips. You move them out pretty much all the way. Then kick forward pretty good. And Then you have those crappy knees that can only bend about that. And then you have nothing at the feet. They're just pure rubber. So articulation's not the greatest from the waist down. But from the waist up, it's pretty nice. From the waist up, it's a pretty nice little 12-inch Anakin. Well, I say little, but it's pretty big. So that's pretty much it with the ultimate hero. Let's turn him into the ultimate villain. So I'm probably just going to show you the whole process, because why not? So you remove the belt. You remove this belt. You remove the hands. And then you remove this. And he's getting there. He's getting there, guys. And then you remove his tunic. Look at that. It's pretty much like Anakin when he woke up from his nightmare. Hey, you can have a figure of that now if you want. That's great. Anyways. So you pull the boots off. And because of those stupid freaking rubbery legs, this is really hard. I hate those rubbery legs. And I can't just switch the bodies because he has these specific, detachable limb things. I can't just switch the bodies. So here, let me pull those off camera. So you get the boots off, and they're just rubbery, and you can see these feet are just pure rubber. And you can see what I'm talking about, these fibers. Look at all that. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. And then you just kind of get the... Yes, I am unclothing a figure on camera. I'm sorry, I have to. It's not nudity, YouTube. It's a doll, okay? Oh my gosh. So yeah, pretty much what this Ultimate Villain set was. It was kind of like Dress Up. But for Star Wars. And you just get that yanked off. Yay, it's inside out, always a treat. And then we start putting Vader clothes on pretty much. Did I get it right? Oh my gosh, I don't know. So now that we have our naked Anakin, the last thing we do is decapitate. You can see right there, it has like this peg and ball joint on the head right there. So you decapitate and you're literally left with just a male body. So there's that. And then we have all these Darth Vader pieces. All these Vader pieces, there's a lot. First thing we do is put this on. And I'm worried this thing's just going to flake away into nothingness, because that's what these Vader weird things like to do. So you pretty much just pull it on, put it over the arms, there you go. Alrighty, so there's the Vader suit on. It's pretty much the hardest part out of the way. I'm surprised mine is actually holding up. A lot of these Vaders, they flake away, like the collection one. That flakes away. You get that Velcro in the back. But this one seems fine so far. But another difficult part are the boots. The boots are not very easy. Which boot is which? I think that's the right boot. Because see, it's that freaking soft feet. If I could just bend the ankles, it would be so much easier. Because look, I'm trying to flex this rubber. I'm seriously just fighting with rubber right now. It's just, if it had just hinges at the ankles, it would be so much easier. There we go. There's that boot on. Let's get the other one on. This one is a lot harder than this one, because that rubbery foot, the heel is right here, and the toes are like bending and folding in there when they shouldn't. God, why wasn't it just a hard plastic foot with a hinge? Why did you do this, Hasbro? It's just so difficult. Okay, legs are done. We don't have to worry about the legs anymore. Thank God. So, I don't even care if the boots are on. I think I got the boots on the right feet. Okay, what do I need next? Next up, I need this piece. This is the, kind of like the cloak that he has that goes over his shoulders and around his waist there. So you get that piece. Then you get his crotch piece. Get that right there. It's a good old cod piece. You always need a good cod piece, yes. Then you get that latch in the back. You have a couple latches to work with. Well, more than a couple. I would say the second latch is the best latch. And there we go, making progress. Making progress. And then we get... trying to think. Let's do his hands. So he has these look at these. So here's the comparison of the hands. And here, I gotta show you. Here's the Vader right hand. Where's the... look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. These Vader gloves are so oversized. But they do go over the costume, no problem. So, unlike Anakin's. Look at... oh my gosh. Look at how huge these hands are. You can tell they're definitely from like an older 12-inch Hasbro figure. They just kind of recycled them for this. And then you get that armor on right there. And then we're almost done. All we have to do... course, we have the cape. But now we are treated with the helmet. So you can see the bottom piece right there has a lot of nice detail. A lot of nice intricate details right there. And then we get this. Look at this head. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous in an awful way. This is actually probably my first action figure of burnt Anakin. And it looks really good. Definitely the nicer head out of the two. Just comparing. I even think the burnt one looks more like Hayden Christensen. You can see the proportions are kind of different. I don't know why they're so different. But you can see right there. I love how Hayden's scars, like Anakin's scars, they just kind of vanished on Vader, and Vader has these new giant gashes that come out of nowhere. So that's interesting. Yeah, there's the Vader head. Then it'll just plonk right there into that. And let's, just to show you the look, here's the cape. It does have a real metal thing right there. What I like doing, I like getting the cape around the bottom of the helmet like that. And then plonking the head on. And then this pretty much gives you a helmetless Vader look. So you can see that actually looks really good. That's probably one of the best ways to display this figure, even though I'm probably going to display it as Anakin because I already have a 12-inch Vader. But I might get a second one of this. I'm not even joking, just to display it like this. Because that's amazing looking. That is simply amazing looking. And then, unfortunately, it reuses the old removable helmet Vader sculpt. So you have this really long snouted Vader helmet, but it does have nice detail. Then you do have this helmet right here. Look at that freaking cat here, out of the way. I love you, Rey, but oh my gosh, your hairs are getting everywhere. You can see it has a little tab right there, a little boop-a-doop. It's honestly easier to just put this on before, because you can actually, because you can hear that it clicks. And then you mask him up, and there we go. That is the, oh, his head popped off. Not good. Not good, not good, because I gotta remove the mask now to get it back on. Alrighty, remove the mask, get that back on. Oop, come on, mate, work with me. Oh, come on. It's a little bit of a pain, but it goes eventually, hopefully, maybe, possibly. Oh my gosh, please. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. It was so easy the first time. What's wrong now? I don't get it. I really don't get it, because you can't put it on like how it does in the movie like that. No, I wish it went on that way, but it doesn't. Because this mold is from the 90s. They just reused it. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, so there we go. There is 12-inch Vader in all of his glory. Let's have him hold his lightsaber. Because, I mean, come on. Look at this giant freaking mitt. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Oh, my gosh. And it's so thick, too. It's so thick. Oh, my gosh. There we go. That's good enough. So, yeah, there's the ultimate villain. We have transformed him. And honestly, this is a pretty good 12-inch Vader. He's still really tall, because Hayden Christensen was tall. I mean, it works. But, I mean, you have this Velcro here, which probably isn't on all the way. So let's fix that. I'd never adjusted that. So let's get that looking nicer. Oh, my gosh. Why didn't you? Oh, that's actually attached to the chain. I didn't know that. There we go. So there's our Vader. Articulation's exactly the same. Probably not hindered too much by the bodysuit. But I'm not going to move it too much because I'm so lucky this bodysuit is not fraying yet. I've seen so many of these 12-inch Vaders where the bodysuit just frays. But look at that, man. That is gorgeous looking. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Great, great Vader. Probably not my favorite 12-inch... Ooh! Probably not my favorite 12-inch scale Vader. That probably goes to the Premium Elite series from Disney Store. But look at that. That is amazing. Why isn't it a Hot Toys Vader? Because I don't have a freaking Hot Toys Vader, okay? Gosh. So, that's pretty much it. Here, let's finish him up. Let's actually show this lightsaber. Can I get it out of your hand, please? There we go. Let's show this on the belt, because I think... Oh my... Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. There's no way to put this on the belt. Why is that there? If you can't even put it on... Oh my gosh. I thought you could... Because see, look, you can just untab that. I mean, you could probably just rest it. You can just rest it, but there's no dedicated slot like on the Anakin. So what? Why? Why does this hilt have the... Oh my gosh, because look, there's nowhere for it to go. mean, you can just rest it. That works, because it's big enough. I love how he's just holding his arms out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there we go. And you have a really nice big cape. Look at that. That drapes fully over his arms. Looks gorgeous. Great looking cape. I think it might be on inside out, but I'm not too worried about it. It looks pretty much the same on both sides. So there we go. There's our ultimate villain 12-inch Darth Vader. Yeah, it's on inside out. I gotta fix that. I'm sorry, I gotta fix that. That's not right. That's not right. That's why you see that Velcro strap so much. There we go. And I'm not gonna put the head back on all the way. There we go. There is our ultimate 12-inch villain, or ultimate villain 12. Oh my gosh, ultimate villain 12-inch Darth Vader. It's actually really cool. I'm probably gonna display it as Anakin, but I love how you have the option. I only got this thing for 15 bucks, so like I've said in all these 12-inch videos, this line is affordable to collect. I really like this Vader. It's probably one of my favorite Vader toys in my collection. I really want a second one just to display the Vader. I'm not even joking. I really do. But I already have a 12-inch Vader, so I don't need to. But if I stumble across a second one, I'm probably going to get it. I'm not even going to lie. So there we go, guys. There's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my social media links, PO box address, and frequently asked questions down in the description below. Have a good day, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ta.